So a friend of mine invited me to meet him and his kids at a children's museum. In retrospect, probably not the best day to wear my trench coat. Or to forget to put on pants. When I walked up, the ticket lady's like, can I help you, sir? I'm like, yeah. One ticket to see the children, please. She's like, sir, this is a museum for children, not of children. I'm like, okay, one ticket for the children, please. As long as there's children in a back exit, I don't care. She's like, sir, I'm sorry, but I cannot let you in here unless you have a child with you. I'm like, well, I can't get a child unless you let me into the museum. Quit being so difficult. So that story's not entirely true. I wasn't actually meeting a friend there. I did have a friend call me recently. He's freaking out. He's like, Paul, some guy just T-boned me in an intersection. I'm like, holy cow, you were in an accident? He goes, no, some guy ran up and shoved meat down my shorts. I'm like, holy cow. Never heard of that before. That sounds like a rare T-bone. There were 2 steak puns in there. And in my opinion, they were well done. It's been a while since my last relationship, trying to date again. I tried breaking out of the friend zone with my best friend. I mean, this girl's amazing. I've never met anyone like her. She's a Cocker Spaniel. I actually rescued her, not from a pound though, from Sarah McLachlan music. In the arms of the angel, fly away. I'm coming for you, girl. Tried asking out a girl I met at a party. Her literal response was, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not dating anyone right now. Kind of like, that's why I asked you out, actually. Would you go out with me if you were dating someone? Actually, why don't you just get married and then we can sleep together? Met up with a girl I met online. Should have known better. Everybody has an online dating horror story. Now, she does as well. When I picked her up, the first thing she said was, oh, you do look like your profile picture. Wait, does this mean you actually are a stand-up comedian? I'm like, aspiring stand-up comedian. I haven't made any money at it yet. Which is why when the website asked for my yearly income, I said, prefer not to say. It's not that I didn't prefer not to say, it's just there's nothing there. I have a buddy try to help me out. He's great with women. Never had a problem dating. He's like, Paul, I'm going to give you the secret to get any girl you want. I'm like, sweet. So he gave me the secret. I tried it out that night. I must have done something wrong, though, because the next morning I woke up and I couldn't remember a thing from the night before. Maybe I was supposed to try 2 of his secrets. I don't know. My mom's great. She's always encouraging me. She's like, Paul, you got to have faith. Love is going to happen when you least expect it. So about a month ago, I was on a road trip out in the middle of nowhere by myself. I'm at some podunk gas station, in the bathroom, sitting on the toilet with the bathroom stall locked. And it occurred to me, this is when I least expect to find love. If what my mom said is true, then the woman of my dreams is outside of this very bathroom in this very gas station. And not only that, somehow she's going to trip and fall with enough force to break through the bathroom door, slide across the floor on her back underneath my bathroom stall, and she'll look up and our eyes meet across a crowded bathroom stall. I look down and say, this is where I least expected to find you. She'll look up. I think I can see your penis. How do you feel about a threesome with a Cocker Spaniel? We live happily ever after, till our relationship goes down the toilet. He's got to have faith. Speaking of which, I still believe in God, which is hard ever since someone invented science. I had a buddy ridicule me recently. He's like, Paul, believing in God is like believing in Santa Claus. I'm like, yeah, well, believing in science is like believing in logic and reason. Burn! He's like, Paul, I don't see how that's a burn. And I'm like, yeah, and I don't see God. You see, that's how it works. He got more determined. He's like, Paul, come on. Have you ever seen a talking snake? I'm like, no. But have you ever seen a snake that over time grows arms, legs, a back, stands up, becomes self-aware, learns how to talk, but is still so ignorant that it needs to create God, but then becomes so intelligent that it destroys God, and then asks someone if they've ever seen a talking snake? Me either! My buddy was actually pretty offended that I compared him to a talking snake. So to get back at me, a week later, he invited me to meet him and his kids at a children's museum. That's all I got.